Well,
and make them pay for it as well.
But let's do it here on Earth. I said the time the time is now. There is this all this Ron Paul. All of this. I said there is such evil.
Ron Paul.
Look at our.
You like Ron Paul?
I do. I'm extremely.
But you're kind of a Democrat kind of person.
Well,
no.
I'm a constitutionalist.
That's what Ron Paul is.
I'm a strict constitutionalist.
He talks Constitution
constantly.
Day and
limited
government.
For having guns on the airlines weren't even permitted to protect their passengers and their equipment. So respect for the Second Amendment certainly would go a long way. Matter of fact, if you look at every single problem we're facing today, it's because of the lack of respect for the rule of law and the Constitution. The answers can be found in the return to the rule of law and a strict interpretation of the Constitution.
One that works for the government.
Say that again. The people are the what?
People are the sovereign authority.
The people are the sovereign.
We the people in this country.
We the people. So we're just as equal under the law as the mighty, mighty judge, the Supreme Court Chief Justice.
Oh, then listen
we're
to
all
me.
Equal.
No, listen to me.
I have told some of you before, recently I was
courts are, all of them, they're the one common denominator that every constitutional judge has is that he is a neutral in an adversary system. He is a neutral. He does this. Why is the Lady Justice blindfolded? Because the parties are equal. What does it say over the Supreme Court, written in stone? Equal justice under law. So it's that principle. But that principle has never been the order of things. I'm a historian. I've studied the history of civilization for the last 4,000 years. And the history of civilization is the history of master and slave. It is not the history of equality. This was an experiment. Benjamin Franklin, when he came out of the convention, said...
A woman asked him, what have we got, Doctor?
And he says, you have a republic.
We'll just say the government ought to do only the things that they're supposed to do. And we were not meant to be the policemen of the world. We are now spending for our foreign affairs and all our activities around the world now close to $1 trillion a year. We can save a lot of money there and make sure that the people will never be thrown out in the streets and that the people will be taken care of and that they become dependent on government. So respect for the Second Amendment certainly would go a long way. Matter of fact, if you look at every single problem we're facing today, it's because of the lack of respect for the rule of law and the Constitution. The answers can be found in the return to the rule of law and a strict interpretation of the Constitution. The return to the rule of law and a strict interpretation of the Constitution. Our campaign is all about freedom, prosperity, and peace. The one thing we have to remember is you cannot have freedom without life. We must preserve all life if we expect to protect the individual liberty of each and every one of us. And that means the unborn as well. Let me assure you, as an OB doctor and as one that has studied history and economic policy and politics for a long time, I can assure you that life begins at conception.